Are you serious? Come on, I'm trying to promote you. Okay, baby.
Friends, it is JB Webb, and I am back with another great interview, a highly talented individual. I'm so thankful he was able to give us some time. It is the one and only Craig Tracy. If you do not know, this gentleman is the legendary leader, patriarch, body painter, whatever you top of the mountain type of character, and we're going to get to speak with him. So let me give you a quick intro, reading from his website, a quick bio. Born and raised in New Orleans, Louisiana, Craig Tracy has always been an artist. Craig credits New Orleans with its authentic and vibrant culture as a significant factor in what is at the heart of his passion, creativity, and bliss. His family photo album is filled with images that capture moments of the family members ritually painting each other's faces for Mardi Gras. So that's a great introduction. If you don't know about Craig Tracy, I am pleased to introduce him to you here. If you don't see him on television on Skin Wars, if you don't know about some work he's done over the past 20, 30 years, welcome to our humble little show here. It's the one and only Craig Tracy on the line. How you doing?
Hey, I'm great. Thanks for having me on your show and helping spread the word about my work and about Skin Wars.
Yeah, no, it's great. We're so excited to see really body painting as a art form really get off the ground, especially in these last, let's say, 5 years. We're in Orlando, Florida, so we have a culture of it here. But what I think is interesting is what we just read there about the culture of New Orleans and where you kind of always have done this. So even at a young age and painting faces for Mardi Gras, is that really where the root of your passion for body painting comes from? And then how does that kind of transfer into how you jettisoned into what you're doing, what you have been doing for the last 5 to 10 years?
Well, being from New Orleans is certainly connected to what it is that I am and what it is that I do. I didn't even understand that connection at first. It's just you take your childhood for granted. And It was many years later, after I had become an established body painting artist, that I was thumbing through family photos and went, you know what, this really has been in my life. And then the city of New Orleans is incredible for its carnival tradition.
Right.
So, masquerading and, playing with your own image is something that's part of our carnival, our Mardi Gras.
Right.
And we also have a lot of, any excuse in New Orleans to have a party kind of situation.
Right.
Yeah, so it was that. And funny enough, I went to the Art Institute of Fort Lauderdale. So
oh, cool.
First time I seriously painted on a body was actually in South Florida. And it was more or less just kind of a radio station contest prank where I painted a radio station logo, WSHE, which was the rock station in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
Painted it on a woman's upper torso and photographed her in front of the police station, City Hall, and I think the courthouse. So, like 23 at the time, it was. That would have been the very late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. So that was kind of like your Zorro moment, it sounds like.
Yeah, it was definitely. And then body painting became more and more a part of popular culture.
Right.
And, I wound up moving back to New Orleans in the mid-'80s. And then people wanted me to paint their faces for Halloween and Mardi Gras.
Okay.
And then faces led to bodies. And then at some point, the real epiphany for my career was when I decided to take it seriously.
Right.
Because up to that point, it had just been kind of fun and games and parties. But at some point, I went, what if I take this particular art form serious? And it was right around the beginnings of Google. So I was able to do some research and search the web for body painting and see that there was room for an artist to grow in that medium.
Yeah. And it really is. You are what seems to be a master in an ancient form of art. Would you agree? This, I mean, this is really an ancient. This has been going on for years.
I don't call myself a master, but
well, you're a judge on a TV show for a contest, so that's you're
I have the credentials of a master.
Yeah, you're in there. You're swinging in there. Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Please.
I take it very seriously, and I dedicated my life to it. I've traveled the world with it.
Yeah.
But I've met people that are in their early 20s that are exceptional at the art form.
Right.
They bring their own, Jimi Hendrix element to what it is that we do.
Right.
But I'm a bit of a scholar on it. I collect books on the subject. I make it my business to know who's painting and where and what. Any given day, I'm talking to body painting artists from all over the world.
Yeah.
It's literally in every region of the world except the Muslim countries for sort of obvious reasons. Yeah.
Right, sure. Yeah, they're all covered up there, yeah. So it must have been really rewarding then, I guess, if flashing forward to last Wednesday night when you're a judge. We see you're a judge on Skin Wars, a great body painting show, competition, reality show type of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, for somebody that I was your Facebook friend because I really loved and appreciated the art form, the medium. They do Nude Night over here. We've interviewed Nix Herrera, Trina Mary. What I guess I'm interested in is you've got that studio there. Your gallery is in New Orleans.
Yes.
And that kind of is the hub.
Quarter, yeah.
Say that again, please.
We're right in the middle of the French Quarter with
the
gallery.
Wow. That's perfect.
And we've been here for about 8.5 years.
Now, do you have obviously scheduled for visits, scheduled consultation, things like that? But I'm curious as to where maybe you see this art form going, even outside of television, maybe.
Definitely part of popular culture. It's magazines, newspapers, and just kind of the fun that is popular culture. Music videos, that sort of thing. But the focus for me is fine art body painting, and that's why I have a gallery instead of a studio.
Right.
So me having a gallery, it's people able to come in and buy my work as prints, and through photography, limited editions, and then my work sells in other galleries. I'm in galleries in Miami and in Key West as well as, California, Nevada, whatever.
Wow.
But ultimately, I want body painting to grow to a place that there are more galleries and then eventually museum shows.
Yeah.
So it becomes part of contemporary art.
Yeah. No, I agree because you're definitely right because at the end of the day, the photographer is the one who snaps that image that is no longer. So to work, is it frustrating at all? I mean, I understand the picture is there as solace at the end, but is it any, when you see the work go away, I think I saw a video where it took you like 48 hours or something. You did this amazing nightlife with like 10 different people, and it was incredible. I mean, does the feeling of that when that goes away as an artist, is that less, or is the picture enough to give you give you what you wanted out of that?
My work is created either for the moment or it's created for the camera. 99% of my work is created for the camera.
Right.
So literally, as soon as the photography is finished, then it's off to the showers.
Yeah. Okay. Then it's like a sigh of relief.
Yeah. I make the analogy like a chef isn't upset when you eat the food.
Right. Okay.
You might prepare a meal for hours and hours, and get the spices from all over the world, but ultimately. My work is for the camera and or the moment. So I'm never bothered. I actually enjoy helping the models sometimes get the paint off. Watching the model come back to the world through this paint is pretty amazing because they literally are gone. Their body shape is still there, but everything that you would otherwise identify a human being with is gone, and then when you see the water and the soap start to bring them back, it's a beautiful, like, retransformation.
Wow. See, that would be a cool series in itself, even a book series or something. That's amazing. Maybe, yeah, let's start taking picture of that reverse from the transition out of the body paint. That's cool. That's
At the end of Skin Wars, they actually include the shower as the ending of the show. So
right, yeah, wash off your... Yeah.
At the end of the show, then it's off to the shower, and they set it up kind of in a, beautiful theatrical way.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's amazing. Well, I mean, I'm sure you're excited. I guess speaking of Skin Wars, you're excited to be a part of that. RuPaul, Rebecca Romaine, all the big players involved in that. I know you can't give anything away, but what was that experience like? I guess to a degree from the judge perspective, it'd be interesting to hear.
Yeah, for me, first off, just knowing that someone's spending millions and millions of dollars producing and promoting something that's going to share this art form that I'm so in love with and passionate about was really wonderful. Yeah. And then I got to work with the producers for about a year and a half before the show was ever sold.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of got to help produce it.
Wow.
I'm actually listed and credited as a producer on the show.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool.
Because I gave so much of my knowledge to the show and consultation. But when you're literally there and you're dealing with wardrobe and makeup and all of the production, it's very surreal for a visual artist like myself to be cast into Hollywood.
Right.
It literally is, a Twilight Zone surreal experience, and I enjoyed 99% of it.
Okay.
I allowed myself to, even when things were boring, to just realize how fortunate I was to be a part of this groundbreaking show.
Yeah.
And then there are, things about Skin Wars that people, that I can talk about. As the weeks progress with the show, we just had our season premiere.
Yeah.
It's every Wednesday night on the Game Show Network, which is GSN. It gets better.
Yeah.
Every week, you get to know the artists more intimately. As artists are eliminated, then you have more time to focus on the ones that are there. So you get to know these artists' personalities, their credentials, their strengths, their weaknesses. And then as a judge, I've judged body painting competitions all over the world. I've probably judged as many as 15 to 20 body painting competitions.
Wow.
And I've literally judged thousands and thousands of body paintings through those competitions. And it's very natural for me to be able to look at someone's work and give my critique and opinion on it. And I was able to help, as an experienced judge, guide some of the other judges as well. Because we also have some celebrity guest judges that come on, and that's fun. So lots of surprises. And then the models that wind up being used on the show.
Yeah.
Like the first episode was all female models. And, you hear a little bit of whining. Oh, why aren't there more male models? Why aren't there this? Why? It's hard to please everyone. But by the end of the season, we'll have pleased everyone.
So you change the palette throughout the episodes, which is cool. Okay, so that's kind of cool to know. And I guess another question that I had real quick was, since you're at this point, and you really are a legendary, you're a legend of this craft in our humble opinion on our little independent web show. But what advice, Craig, would you have for anybody that's out there that maybe is an artist that thought, hey, I've never thought of painting on bodies, or what would you recommend or suggest to any artist that may say, let us take this take this up and learn more about body painting? What would you give out to somebody like that?
Well, I give advice a lot through Facebook, email, and one of the keys to it is, one, to just do it. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to body paint, right? You need a body and some and so you can use your friends, your partner, whatever. But just do it, and passionate about it, push yourself, and then at the end of the day, try and get some good photography.
Right.
So that it's not just a memory, you actually have a nice record of the work.
Yeah, that's good advice. That's good advice. And well, and thank you for that. And I know you got a busy day out there, so I just want to thank you so much for participating in our little effort here that we do to help promote talented people, help give recognition where it's well deserved. And we are speaking with Craig Tracy, one of the judges on the television show Skin Wars. Craig, thank you so much. CraigTracy.com, I believe, is the best way for people to connect with you. As you mentioned, you're on Facebook, social media. Do you do the Twitter thing?
I am a novice at Twitter, but it's Craig Tracy Art. And I got my Twitter account when I was producing Skin Wars. Through the advice of people like RuPaul and Rebecca Romaine, I went ahead and got a Twitter account.
Yeah, in the Southeast, we don't place a whole lot of importance on Twitter for whatever reason, but I don't know why. But it's good. All right, so CraigTracy.com, Craig Tracy Art. Hey, my pleasure. Hang on the line for me, Craig. I am JB Webb. We've been just speaking with the legendary body painter and subject matter expert, we could say, on body painting. It's Craig Tracy. Go to CraigTracy.com. Check him out. We have more before we're grinding out our series. Stay tuned, babies.
We were attacked by a lycanthrope, a werewolf. I was murdered, an unnatural death, and now I walk the earth in limbo until the werewolf's curse is lifted.